Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today I'm doing a smaller canvas and it's a creation that I did a couple of years ago. I'm using the same colour palette and you don't want to miss this one because the reaction with just paint and water creates some stunning cells. It's a burgundy base, you might remember it, but this is all on a smaller scale. It's so great that you're here with me. Let's see what we can create. Okay, so let's go through the colours. As you can see, I'm only using 4 colours, but 3 different brands. I've got Amsterdam's Lamp Black and Titanium White, Winsor & Newton's Burgundy, and Pebbio's Iridescent Gold. And that's my colour palette for today. I've got a smaller canvas, which is sat just there. And let me show you the consistencies. Each one of these paints are mixed with water only. 1 part paint to 1 part water, and as you can see, as I stir the cup, the paint just trickles from the spatula back into the cup and disappears, doesn't leave a trace. And that's the same for all of these paints. So when I do this creation, I will give you advance warning, this will create cells. Now cells are created because I'm using different density paints, and that's why we get that reaction with that cell effect. So again, I just want to reiterate, I'm just using paint and water. Let's get this burgundy on the base. It's one of my most favourite colours by Winsor & Newton. It's a gorgeous colour. So I want to use the whole colour on the base. I'm going to blow that paint out across the surface area with my hairdryer, which is on a cool setting and the lowest blow speed. Okay, so I've got that burgundy on the base, full coverage on the surface area and down the sides. I'm just using my torch to pop the air bubbles, and now I'm going to get the colours and puddle those in the middle of the canvas. So we've got a white, a black and a gold. So let's start off with the black, and I'm literally just going to pour the paint in the middle. I'm going to do 3 separate puddles of paint, and I'm just going to use 1 colour at a time. And you'll see that I'm not adding too much because I need to blow that paint across the canvas, and I want to ensure that I've got a mixture of that colour that I'm layering now, so the black, the white and the gold, against that burgundy. Okay, so my colours are down. I'm just going to use my torch one more time just to pop those air bubbles, and then I'm going to use my blow dryer and blow the paint out across the canvas. I feel like I've got enough volume of paint there, so let's go. I'm just going to take the hairdryer. Wow, here we go. The reaction already is starting. I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to blow this out into the composition that I really want, and then I'm going to take you in to see all that detail. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm just going to check the surface area. There's a little bit of a puddle of paint just there, so I am just going to blow that over the edge. I don't really want any puddles of paint because that's going to really affect the drying of this. If there are puddles there and it's an uneven puddle in terms of there are different size puddles across that canvas, then part of that canvas will dry at a slower time than the other part, and that could affect the cracking of the paint. So I just want to make sure that I've got a good even consistency across that canvas. So that's why I'm just blowing out a little bit more now. Okay, I can't see any more air bubbles. I'm excited to show you this. So let's go in now for a closer look at the wet version. I just love that vibrancy of that burgundy on the base and that reaction, because I've used different density paints on top, have created that cell effect. And guys, I just don't think you can lose with this one. It's 4 colours, you know, we've got that vibrant burgundy on the base, and then on top we've puddled those 3 puddles with black, white and gold, and this is the effect that we get. You might remember I've done a couple of these before, a larger canvas, a square, and a circular canvas. So yeah, I wanted to just revisit that because I'm trying to prove that we can do all these techniques on a smaller scale, and that's what I've achieved here. I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll take you in for a closer look at the dry version. So let me take you in for a close look at the dry version. And you can see there that the burgundy has dried a little bit darker, but that's totally cool with me. One thing that I would say when you're pulling together your colour palette, think about how those colours will dry. Think about how they're going to look from the wet version to the dry version, especially some blue tones. Prussian blue springs to mind. That will always dry a lot darker than when wet. I hope you've had fun. I know I have. Thank you so much for being here. And if there's a colour combination you'd like me to experiment with, please drop those in the comments below. I read every single one, and I get all my inspiration from nature, from yourselves, from many things. So thank you in advance for that. And I really hope I get to see you again in the next video. Have a great week ahead. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.